Hey everyone, it's Miss Jansen. I miss you all. I hope y'all have a good rest of the school year and a fabulous summer. I hope I get to see most of y'all in the future, watching y'all grow into great adults that I know you all are. Today we will be doing solving equations with distribution on both sides of the equal sign. So a good way to remember how to do this with distribution is using don't call me after midnight. So the don't stands for distribute, the call, combine like terms, the me, move variables to one side of the equal sign, the a, add or subtract the constant to isolate the variable, and then the m to multiply or divide to remove the coefficient. So we are going to practice, and then I'm going to have two other problems for you to try to practice on your own. So the first thing we're going to do is don't. So we're going to distribute on both sides of the equation. So this negative 4 times negative 2 is negative 8x. I messed up, positive 8x. And then negative 4 times negative 4, you remember this is a negative 4 right here, is positive 16. Equals, this negative 6 stays the same, plus, now I have this positive 2 times x, which is just 2x. And then this positive 2 times this negative 4, which is negative 8. So then we're going to do our call, which is combine like terms. So there's nothing to combine on my left side of the equation. I have one coefficient and one constant. But on the right side of the equation, I have two constants that I need to combine. So we're going to leave the left side alone. We're going to combine our two constants. So negative 8 plus negative 6 is negative 14 plus 2x. And then the next thing we're going to do is move the variable. And I like to move the smallest variable. So to move this over here, I need to remove it, make it 0. So I'm going to subtract since this is adding, and 2 minus 2 is 0. So this is gone. And then 8 minus 2x is 6x plus 16 equals negative 14. Now the next step is to move our constant that's on the same side as our variable, so this 16, and we need to move it over here. So to get rid of 16, again, we got to make it 0, so I'm going to subtract 16. And then I've got 6x equals negative 30, because negative 14 plus negative 16 is negative 30. Then I'm going to either multiply or divide the 6 to move it over to the other side. And since 6 times x is, that's multiplication, we're going to divide to do our inverse operation. So it's going to be x equals negative 5. And that is our answer. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to practice this one before you watch me walk you through it. So again, we're going to distribute first. So I've got 4w minus 24. Again, distribute on the other side. 3w minus 3. And then we're going to combine like terms, but there is nothing to combine. We have one constant and one coefficient on both sides. So the next step is to move the variable, smallest variable, so that's 3w, so I'm going to subtract it. I get 1w minus 24, and this is the part that's left, so we have to make sure we put negative 3. So the next thing we're going to do is add or subtract our constant to the other side. And 1w is just w, so I'm just going to write it as that. And I'm going to get rid of this negative 24. And to get rid of negative 24, I've got to add 24 to both sides. So I've got left over here, w equals 21. And I have nothing, it is completely isolated. I have nothing, no coefficient with my w to be able to multiply or divide with. Remember guys, you would multiply to get rid of a decimal or a fraction. All right, the last one, again, I'd like you to pause the video and try it on your own before you have me walk you through this. So again, we're going to distribute our 2. So I've got 2w plus 6. Now, if you notice on this side, there's this negative sign that we have to distribute. So we're just going to distribute this negative sign in there. Technically, it's a -1. So I've got negative w, and again, distribute over here, and this negative times this negative is a positive, so I've got +1 and then minus 2w. So our next step is to combine like terms. So on the left side, we really have nothing to combine. We have one coefficient 2 and one constant 6. But on the left side, or on the right side, we have 2 coefficients. And remember, this is a 1 right here. So I've got negative 3w plus 1. So again, remember, we are going to, the next step is move our variable, our smallest variable. So we have variables just on one side. And this is smaller than our positive 2, so I'm going to move it. And another thing is I like positives. So I'm going to try to keep everything positive when I'm doing this. So then we're going to remove our constant that's on the same side with our coefficient. So I'm going to remove our 6. And 1 minus 6 is -5. And this time we do have to multiply or divide to remove this coefficient 5. And remember, this 5w means 5 times w, so to get rid of that multiplication, we're going to divide it. So 5w equals -1. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you have any questions, make sure you ask either in a Zoom call or email, or you can private message us on Google Classroom. Y'all have a good day. Bye.